Assalamu alaikum. This is Hira Zahir, your math teacher, and in our today's video, we will discuss two concepts in detail. The first one is addition without regrouping, and the second one is addition with regrouping in detail for concept clarity. First, let's see why addition without regrouping is important and what is it. So, addition without regrouping means the addition that doesn't involve the concept of carry. Okay, in this kind of addition, we add numbers column by column. So, we'll make sure that no sum of the digit will exceed 9. So, no carrying is needed. Okay, so no spelling is needed, and while solving these sums we'll solve them by adding ones in ones, tens in tens, and hundreds in hundreds. Now let's solve first example to see how it works. Okay, so now look, you can see here we have two numbers. We have to add two three-digit numbers, 432 and 256. So before adding them, we'll write their place values. The place value of 2 and 6 is ones, O for ones, T for tens, and H for hundreds. Okay, so now, first we will solve ones, and the answer of 2 plus 6 is 2 plus 6 is 8. Then we will solve tens, and the answer of 3 plus 5 is again 8. And then we will solve hundreds, 4 plus 2, and the answer is 6. So when we have added 432 and 256, we'll get the answer 688. So this is the pattern or the way of solving addition sums. We'll start from ones and move on to the higher place value. Okay, we'll start solving from ones. And then in the next example, we have four digits and we have to add four digits but without regrouping. Now, first we'll also mention here the place values ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. First, we will solve ones, and in ones we can see that we have two digits 1 plus 2. So we have been adding 1 and 2. 2 plus 1 or 1 plus 2, the answer is 3. Then we have the next column that is of tens, 2 plus 6. So the answer of 2 plus 6 is 8, and the next column is of 4 plus 3, and the answer of 4 plus 3 is 7. And then we have thousands, 3 plus 5, and the answer is 8. So when we have added two four digit numbers, 3421 plus 5362 will get the answer 8783. Now pay a little more attention to these two sums and look at them. Have we added or have taken the carry from the previous numbers? No, because all the answers are not exceeding 9. They all are in the form of ones. Like in the first example we have 688, and in the next example we have 8783 while adding these numbers. So there was no regrouping because no column sum was greater than 9. So that's why we call these kind of addition without regrouping, because there were no concept of carry. Now we will move on to the next concept of our today's video, that is regrouping. What is regrouping? When a column sum is 10, when we add some column, whether it is ones, tens, hundreds, or thousands, we'll get the answer 10 or more than 10. So we have to carry it to the next column. Then involves the regrouping. It is also called carry over. Okay, now let's solve first example of addition with regrouping for more detailed concept clarity. Now I have told you earlier that we have to solve from ones from this side. Okay, so here we are also mentioning the place value for our own help. First, we will solve ones, then tens, then hundreds, and then so on. So now you can see when we have added 8 plus 5 in the ones column, we'll get the answer. Yes, think about it. 8 plus 5, the answer is 13. And now you can see the answer that you get while adding first column 8 plus 5 is 13. So it is a two-digit number greater than 9. So how we will add it in the answer? So the answer will remains always the ones, and the tens number will go into the carry. Okay. So here we have answer ones, and the ones is 3. So 3 will become the answer, and this number 1, it will go in the carry of tens. So 8 plus 5 is 13, 3 is the answer, and 1 will go carry. And now we will move on to the next column of tens. Now look at tens, we have to add 7 plus 6, and when we'll add 7 plus 6, we will get 6 plus 6 12 plus 1 13 and one more carry. So it will be 14, and we'll get answer of second column of tens is 14. Now again, ones will go into the answer and tens will go into the next carry. Okay, next carry is of for hundreds. So ones is 4, and this 4 will go into the answer, and this 1 in tens will go into the next carry. Okay, so when it will go into the next carry, we'll have 4 plus 3 in hundreds, and now we have to add them. 4 plus 3, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 1 carry is 8. So we have answer 843, and in this last column in of hundreds, the answer can be more than 9. Okay, if it will be 10 in the last column or 11, we will write the whole answer here because there is no more column to take the carry over. Okay, so while solving this question, we'll get the answer 843 when we have added 478 and 365. Now the answer we have is 843, and we will move on to the next example, that is of with 4 digits. And while solving this example, we'll again write the place values for our own help: ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Now you can see first we will solve thousands or ones. Yes, first we will solve ones, and when we have added 6 plus 8, the answer is 14. The answer is 14, and now the answer that will go into the question is 4, and 1 will go carry. Now solve or add 10. 7 plus 5, 12. 12 plus 1, 13, and the answer is 13 or 3. Yes, answer is 3, and 1 will go carry. Now we have to add hundreds. 8 plus 1 plus 7. Also we have to add the carry here. So we'll get the answer 16, and the answer is 6, and 1 will go carry. 5 plus 4 plus 1 carry, the answer is 10. And as we don't have any other more column to carry over, so we will write the whole answer here. Okay, and it is 10. So when we have added 5876 and 4758, we'll get the answer 10,634. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more learning videos.